Sports Committee. Thanks for joining us for Saturday afternoon football. Football back at Etihad Stadium. Great to be back in Docklands, the world leader in the number of people around whom you shouldn't make a sudden move. With me is a legend of the game, Matthew Richardson.
Thanks, Dennis. It's fantastic to be here today.
The Cats making their way out of the ground to the tune of the club song. Banners ready for the players. They run on in full confidence. They're looking sharp and the crowd are appreciating it. We have the toss of the coin. Both these teams coming off wins. These lineups look very strong and both teams look fired up and set to go. I can't wait for this match to get underway. I've had sleepless nights dreaming about this clash. Anticipation is high, players are ready, and the game is underway.
You don't always get what you wish for, you get what you work for.
Duncan with a short hand pass. Jones pushes in the back like an old lady poking her umbrella at a wasp's nest. Duncan sends the ball on its way. Sensational mark. Everything just fitted into place for Hibbert. Sends it on its way. Strong mark. Sends it on its way. Taken by Vince. Kicks it. A great effort. Vince slams it on the boot. A great effort.
Taylor is really good at reading the play out on the field. He just needs to start doing it faster. Gets a handball to the running man. Watts scoops it. Trengo with good strong hands. He kicks the ball. A good contested mark there. Sending it on its way. Strong mark there.
Petraka slams it on the boot. Vince from behind. Lonergan gains possession through the interception. Dishes it off to the running play. Jams it on the boot. Stuck the mitts out and held on to it.
Jones is a freak at understanding and anticipating his opponent's actions. Sending it on its way. Lonergan gets the upper hand. Puts boot to ball. Gregson marks it. Puts boot to ball. It comes off hands. Jones gathers it. He gets the ball. Receives the hand pass.
Handballs from the tackle. Oliver with the interception. He's got the footy in his hands. Vince gives the ball to the man on the run. Smothers. Smith controls it. The ball's come out of the pack like a chocolate bar from a slot machine. Smith shoots for goal. That was a poor kick, wasn't it, Richard?
That had play on his mind.
Point the difference. He'll be disappointed with that effort. Not much on offer for McDonald. Great mark over the pack. He's a long way from home, but he's a chance. Selwood takes the easy kick over to Gregson. Stuck the mitts out and held on to it. Booted by Lewis. Clean hands with a difficult bouncing ball. Smith shoots off the handball. A clean pickup. Kolajasny with clean hands for a difficult bouncing ball. Solid catch. Boots it. Crook by Flanagan. A difficult kick into this breeze. Chip kick along the wing. Stuck the mitts out and held on to it.
Lonergan may not be the first guy you'd follow into battle, but you're glad that he's on your team, that's for sure. Vince covers some ground with that kick. Jones there to mop up. Lang gathers it. Duncan takes possession.
It'll be a ball up. Gallant really gets onto this one. What controls? He gets the hand pass. He takes control of the loose ball. Duncan gets the ball. Lewis collects it. He has the ball. Vince with the running catch. Clean pick up by Vince. He threaded the needle to get the handball out. The kick is held up in the wind. Has he? Yes, he's paid it. Routine, strictly speaking, is not a routine if you have to think about it. 45 metres out. A set shot on a 30-degree angle. The Cats by 2 points. I would have expected him to nail that. Might have to kick it to himself. Great mark under pressure. Selwood will need to give his feet a pep talk for this kick. Puts boot to ball. He had his eye on the ball all the way and took the mark well. This will have to be his very best kick to score from this range. A 30-degree kick for Menzel. A set shot on a 45-degree angle for Menengola. And he's missed. The Cats by 3 points. It's not the score he was looking for. They may have no option but to kick it long up the middle right here. That'll be a free for a push. Be decisive. Come on, be decisive. A wrong decision is generally less disastrous than indecision. 40 metres from home. The first goal by Smith.
Smith is the heart and soul of his footy club. I don't think he'll be going anywhere anytime soon.
That replay shows just how good that goal was. Look at him. He really enjoyed that one. The ruckman, conscious of where their teammates are, they wait for the bounce.
The Demons could be smashed at the clearances. They need to add some ferocious tackling, defensive play and contested ball winning to lay a platform to relaunch an attack on this match.
Collected by Garland. Lang there to mop it up. Jones with the ball. Has it now. With the ball now. Selwood takes off as the tackler hits the ground. He's got the footy in his hands. Booted by Duncan. He wins the contest. Gets boot to high. Nice mark under pressure. Gregson slams the ball onto his boot, trying to get it away as quickly as possible. Lewis grabs that one.
Melbourne could have been able to take more marks out there, but most of these have been from playing possession footy. They need to start taking a few more risks out there. He slams that on the boot. That's a mark. He boots it. He claims the ball.
Nothing presenting. He fires it to an empty space. The advantage is played. Jones has the ball. He controls the bouncing ball. He shows the quick hands. Puts the kick on the wing. Hibbert couldn't complete the mark.
Kolodjasny does a decent job in ensuring that if he can't run up the ball, neither can his opponent.
They'll be disappointed with that effort. Teammates scrambling to make a lead. Great grab. Duncan slams it on the boot. Marked by Selwood. Kicked in a flurry. Hunt didn't see that one coming. With the quick hands. The ball bounced to the advantage of the opposition. He keeps it alive despite the traffic around him. Petraka gets the ball. He gets tackled as he hands it off. He runs into the goal. Pedersen shoots it. The goal for Melbourne. That will settle his nerves. The first goal is always welcome. Lucky we had that goal recorded because it was first rate. His face says it all. Both ruckmen have their eyes on the ball. The Rucks can't complain about that true bounce. Smith punches it. The loose ball scooped up. The loose ball picked up. Oliver with the hand pass. Bumps the pigskin. Petraka takes an uncontested mark. Pedersen takes the mark uncontested. Certainly that was not a hand pass. The umpire thinks the same and awards the free. Kolajasny slams it on the boot. Nice hands.
Lipsarsk's a smart guy, but he's got to keep a cooler head so he can make the right decisions more often. Meningolo boots it. Vince takes a contested mark.
Kicks. Oh, you can really tell he loves taking a contested mark. Gets boot to high. Nice mark there. Sends the Sharon on its way. Has he? Yes, he's paid it. Gets boot to leather. Meningolo enjoying a height advantage. Sees the leading man and sends the ball in that direction. Choose to kick it. Trenga with clean hands for a difficult bouncing ball. Dishes it off to the running play. Did he see a ghost? Knocks up his first touch. The kick is held up in the wind. Hawkins just manages to sink it. That will settle his nerves. The first goal is always welcome.
Hawkins got a really good footballing brain.
Replays are great when you can see how talented these guys are at conjuring something out of nothing. Hawkins shows the goal umpire the right signal. The ruckmen giving each other the ice-cold killer stare-downs as they wait for the bounce. Good fist. Smith did not ease up. Gets a handball away. The ball came out of the pack like a wet salmon. Advantage, says the umpire. Gallup misses the goals. The Demons trailing by less than 2 goals. Disappointing kick there. He may just play under himself here. The options are few and far between at the moment. Great mark under pressure. Duncan sends one up towards the wing. Nice work from Vince.
Vince wears his heart on his sleeve and he just bleeds for this footy club. Jones kicks the ball. Gets the loose ball. Really quick hands to get the ball out from that tackle. He's blocked it. Pedersen charges in with the bump. Vince with a clean pick-up. Gives it to the running man.
Umpire not having a bar of that and signalling for a ball up. Smith hits it. Clean hands with a difficult bouncing ball. Is in his possession. Selwood tackles and causes the ball to come loose as he brings down Melksham. Oh, what a goal! Kicks the goal. That'll be a team lifter. This game is getting more exciting by the second. Like a banana through a letterbox. What a wonderful goal. Vince loves that. The ruckmen giving each other the ice-cold killer stare-downs as they wait for the bounce. Hit by Smith. Smith comes away with the ball. He runs for home. Nice uncontested mark for Hawkins. Hawkins. Well, with kicking like that, you'd have to say it's a goal he would have kicked 99 times out of 1,000. Goals are like hen's teeth here for the Cats. They'll be disappointed with that effort. Looks like he'll go out wide. The contest, no match for him. It's boot to high. Great mark. Oliver kicks. Got his eye on the ball all the way and took the mark well.
Lewis has super fast reaction time. He could catch an arrow. Vince catches it. He kicks the ball. Great hands. Lonergan with the kick.
We've got a free kick. Selwood puts it on the boot. Solid catch. Jams it on the boot now. Hands like dinner plates. Kicks into the wing. Hibbert presents and takes the mark.
Hibbert got a really good footballing brain. Duncan with the mark. Puts boot to ball. Selwood with good strong hands. He gets boot to the ball. The mark will be paid.
Smith will be kicking from, as they would say, downtown. Collar Jasmine. Miss for behind. Just a few points the difference. We'll be disappointed with that effort. McDonald will take his time. He doesn't want to see it turn over and come back straight over his head. Taken by Gallup. Kicks it. Strong mark.
Trengo is the heart and soul of this footy club. I don't think he'll be going anywhere anytime soon. He boots it. Selwood gets the upper hand. A long kick there. It's only a matter of time now. Gives it to the running man. Head down, going for goal. Gets it off the ground. Some fancy footwork there and he gets around the tackle. Garland showing more speed than his opponent.
The kick is about as straight as a shopping trolley, and it's a goal. Menzel loves that. Both ruckmen have their eyes on the ball. Bounce is dead straight. 1 quarter down and 3 to go. Plenty of football still to be played. The scores at Geelong 23, Melbourne 14.
Geelong will be happy with the early scoreboard pressure they are applying to Melbourne. They are setting the standard out there and it will be interesting to see how the Demons can come back after the break.
There's the siren for the end of the quarter. The scores at Geelong 23 to the Demons 14.
The Cats are up and about early, but I bet the coach will be happy with this lead at quarter time as the players look like they are ticking all the boxes for commitment and determination.
Let's see what the stats have to show.
Marks are fairly close on the scoreboard, with the Cats on 37 and the Demons on 31. Neither team showing any superiority in the tackling count today. Really close, locked horns in the tackle contests, 22-20.
Thanks for that, Richo. First break is over, and we're back in action.
Football doesn't build character, it reveals it.
Taylor takes advantage. The umpire calls advantage. Vince just told him to turn his head and cough. Kolajasny finds his man on the move. Vince gains possession through the interception. Pedersen is streaming past and gets the footy. What with the shot? Give him a whack and they'll let you down every time.
Real letdown there, Den.
That's one area of his game that does need improvement.
Henderson is a pretty decent kick of the footy, but you can always be better. Good mark. Lewis getting into position for the kick. Lewis goes for goal. He gets it under pressure and lines it up with the goal. Melksham shoots for goal. Melksham goes long and gets the goal. Melbourne breathe a collective sigh of relief.
He'll kick. It's not a bad sort of a kick either. It's a goal. He's excited about that one. Umpire has the ball, ready for the centre bounce. Smith with a big fist on it. Oliver. Jones grabbed high by Duncan. They can't seem to maintain possession. They simply handed it over. Takes possession. Taylor with the football. Jones bites. Pressure didn't faze him. Kicks as cool as the other side of the pillow. Getting a helping hand from the wind with that kick. Jones gets a less than pretty drop putt away. Almost a touch of synchronised swing about that mark. That was the pick.
Lonergan has an elite ability to elevate off the ground. He hands it out to space. He's intercepted it. It's been cut off. He lays off the pass.
A goal here will put them in front. Just fell through. That's two now. He's playing well. Melbourne players with massive smiles on their faces now. They needed that. And that goal is right off the top shelf for him. Look at him. He really enjoyed that one. The umpire set to bounce to restart the game. Smith with the mighty fist. Duncan picks it up. Gallup bumped off the ball. Vince onto the ball. Is in his possession. It's like he has the ball on a string. Strong man. A difficult kick into this breeze. He picks it up. Henderson collects. Slips the handball to Taylor. Jones pummels him, but the kick gets away in time. Hits the running man.
Advantage, play on.
Getting a helping hand from the wind with that kick. The ball mopped up. He gets his hands on the footy. Gallup goes back to collect the ball. A free kick and several tick. Lobs the handball. Bumped by Oliver. Smith takes advantage. Sends the Sharon on its way. Catch by Kolajasny. 35 metres out. He's on a 30-degree angle. The goal now will tip the scales in favour of Toronto. The Cats get back in the lead again.
Kolajasny is just a real slippery customer if you give him any space.
Boy, he'll be loving that goal when he sees it in the highlights package. Kolajasny knows that was something special. You can feel the intensity build as both ruckmen prepare for the bounce. Gallant punches it, controlled by Watts. Approaching the goals now. Vince taken high, and he'll get the free kick. Going for goal number 1. That ball's travelling. Vince doesn't make the long kick. The Demons only trailing by less than a goal. He'll be disappointed with that effort.
Henderson got a really good footballing brain. Blixas with the ball. Sending it on its way. Petraka gets the catch. He boots it.
Jones picks it up. Nicely intercepted by Taylor. Low kick. Nice hands. Sends the Sharon on its way. Gallup with clean hands for a difficult bouncing ball. Duncan lobs the pass. Selwood with the shot. Hawkins with the mark. Takes his time as he lines up the goal. It's okay to have butterflies. Just get them in flying formation. The Cats by 7 points. The replay capturing everyone's attention. What a goal. His face says it all. The ruckmen giving each other the ice-cold killer stare-downs as they wait for the bounce. Smith thumps it forward. Duncan gets it on the bounce. Gregson comes away with the ball. Kolajasny runs in. If it was a goal, I think by now would be using the reverse overlapping rule. The Cats by 8 points. It's not the score he was looking for.
Well, fortune favours the brave. It's time Melbourne stopped playing safe with their possession and took the game on. He grabs it, lining it up with the goal now. Selwood kicking it straight to his man.
Slams it on the boot. Wins the hard ball. Minangroa with no time to delay with that kick. 50 metres from home. Kick goes in the direction of the lead. The wind helping that kick. Selwood collects it. Is in his possession. Man down. There's a guy down. We need a medic. I think the doctor will be taking a close look at that one. The umpire allows play to continue. Geelong starting to exert some dominance over Melbourne with the lead of 37 to 28. I would have expected him to nail that.
McDonald is a great kick, and if he can maintain that accuracy under pressure, he'll elevate to the elite category. The mark will be paid. Oliver with the kick. That's a nice strong mark.
Gallup sends one up towards the wing. Selwood claims the ball. Chooses to kick it. Tringer gets the upper hand. Bumps the pigskin. He grabs it on the run. He's running hot, Richard.
He's using the ball superbly, Dennis.
Gallup read the play better than anyone else and takes possession. There'll be a ball up in the centre square.
The Cats, Gluckman cannot win a hit out, and their midfielders are reading the Melbourne Gluckman like a book, and they are getting first hands to the ball. Smith misses the goals, and the points continue to grow. The Cats lead.
It's not the score he was looking for. McDonald to bring it in. Nice mark there.
Garlick needs to work on his vertical leap because at times he can be found wanting when he's leaping for the ball. Gregson with the mark. Puts power behind that kick.
He scoops the ball off the ground. Oliver onto the ball. Kicks it. Good mark by Vince. Chips it down towards half forward. A solid mark from Melcham. Jams it on the boot now. Strong mark by Watts. A monster kick will be required from here. Slams it on the boot. Takes that one strongly. Lining up the goal now. Melcham might struggle for this distance. What on the lead? Great grab.
Selwood always has the ball on a string. He boots it. He gets it under pressure. He plays on with it. Kept his composure then. He kicks the ball. Lonergan with the catch. Puts boot to ball. Gregson spills it. Quick hands finding the running player.
Gregson racking up the possessions. Moves it quickly by hand. He runs into the goal. Able to grab it on the hot volley. Now it clearly doesn't get enough attention. Menzel has the chance to run one more this time. The Cats starting to exert some dominance over Melbourne with a lead of 39 to 28. That's one area of his game that does need improvement. McDonald will take his time. He doesn't want to see it turn over and come back straight over his head. Great mark over the pad. Handballs out into space. Handballs from the tackle. Vince hand passes it. Taylor, no match for the man with the ball. He gets his hands on the footy. Lang gains possession through the interception. Almost a touch of synchronised swimming about that mark. There's the peg.
Gregson can achieve anything he sets his mind to. The sky is the limit for this guy. Duncan takes a contested mark. Puts boot to ball. Garlick gets the catch.
Bumps the pigskin. Nice hands. Vince slams it on the boot. A great effort. Kicks. Gregson marks it.
He boots it.
Menengola takes the mark. Jams it on the boot. The spilled ball is collected. Hibbert there to mop it up. He gathers the loose ball. Gallup gets the ball. He grabs it on the run. These possessions just keep ticking over for Gregson. He kicks it. He had perfect control over the ball right up until the minute he kicked it. Geelong by 2 goals. That's one area of his game that does need improvement.
McDonald is a great kick, and if he can maintain that accuracy under pressure, he'll elevate to the elite category. What a sensational grab. steadies now in front of goal. He slams that on the boot. McDonald intercepts the bouncing ball.
Abbott. Menzel. He handballs. And the ball goes over the boundary line, close to goal. Brayshaw comes off like a dinosaur enjoying climate change. He steals it out of the defensive 50. Squeezes out a handball. Hibbert beats the hand pass out. He gets another possession. Hits the running man. He gets tackled as he hands it off. Jams it on the boot. What a beauty. Really butchered that kick, didn't he, Richard?
He just sprayed that one. He should have put more thought into that. Geelong, which has been so dominant in the marking contest, and it's given them the perfect platform to kick a winning score. Gregson drops it. Jones with the football, puts boot to ball. Watts taking aim. Watts with the shot. That's a goal.
Melbourne trailing by less than 2 goals. He scores. What an absolute classic. Watt celebrates. The umpire set to bounce to restart the game. Smith hits it. Abbott controls. Gives it to Duncan. Gets a handball away. Vince is streaming past and gets the footy. He's a ball magnet. Squeezes out a handball. He gathers the loose ball. Gallup delivers a nice bump, but Selwood squeezes out a handball. And now we'll have a ball up. Smith nicely outclassing Gallup. Clean hands with a difficult bouncing ball. Intercept by Abbott. Menengola has his head down now. Menzel got under it. He kicks it. Is it? Menzel. The Cats lead by 2 goals. Well, that's what we've come to expect from him. Fantastic goal. Menzel is relieved to see that one go through. The Rucks prepare to go at it for this bounce. The Rucks can't complain about that true bounce. Big thump from Smith is in his possession. Jones onto the ball. Gallup timed it perfectly. The Demons with a lot to think about as they trail by 12.
If they're to get back into this match, the Demons will need to move some of their A-grade midfielders into the middle to win some more clearances.
The siren sounds, and that's the end of the second term. The score's Geelong 46 to the Demons 34.
A good first half from Geelong. They can be well pleased with how the game is shaping. Plenty of positives for the coaching staff at the half.
Let's see with the stats how both teams perform.
Both teams fairly close in the tackling stats. The Demons 52, the Cats 45. The handball stats show that the two teams are fairly even, with Melbourne on 59 and Geelong on 48.
Thanks for that, Richard. Halfway through the game now, and I've enjoyed every second of it so far. Players have been down to the rooms now, and they would have had some treatment, a talk from the coach, and should be ready for another half of football. I know we are.
Champions keep playing until they get it right.
The ball picked up. Selwood has the ball. He gains possession. He collects the loose ball. Henderson gets the ball. Handballs to the running man. He runs for home. Henderson unloads one towards goal. The goal for Geelong. It's a 3-goal lead to Geelong.
Henderson is good, but he doesn't always find that best option while in congestion.
I've got to say, that's even a better goal the second time around. Celebration time after that one for Henderson. The ruckmen giving each other the ice-cold killer stare-downs as they wait for the bounce. Cleared by Smith. He controls the bouncing ball. He picks up the loose ball. Nice interception. Abbott gives the ball to the man on the run. I think he just wants attention. He's got the footy in his hands, going for goal number 1. Oh, it's hit the woodwork. Bad luck for Selwood. The Cats by 19. That's one area of this game that does need improvement. Brayshaw waiting for his teammates to break. They're using the Tokyo subway play. Nice mark there. Duncan taking aim. Gets boot to high. Hunt has a great set of hands. Fantastic mark. The wind helping that kick. Blickans has it.
The dominance we're seeing from Geelong at the moment has come mostly from their running goals. They just haven't been able to get up to the contest and take a mark inside forward 50. Selwood looking for distance.
He gets tackled as he hands it off. There'll be a ball up in the centre square. Big thump from Smith. He collects the loose ball. He threaded the needle to get the handball out. Gallup is able to grab it on the half volley. Moves it quickly by hand. Vince calls for it back. Head down now as he goes in for the goal. Gives it to the running man. Going for goal number 1. Both move few words caught behind for that kick, but none of them are allowed on air. What are your thoughts, Richard?
Mongrel kick.
Wasted opportunity. And behind at this stage will do little to improve their position. Disappointing kick there. Henderson waiting for his teammates to break. They're using the Tokyo subway play. A good mark under the circumstances.
Jones is just an absolute superstar when it comes to marking. Puts boot to ball. He hand passes it. Duncan breaks free from the tackle. Selwood gets possession. He gets boot to the ball. Meningolo having no trouble taking that one.
Kicks hurriedly. Nice hands. Sends the Sharon on its way. He gives the ball away. Trengo hand passes. Vince picks it up. Tui gains possession through the interception. With the ball now. He's really a ball magnet. He handballs it. Kicked by Selwood. The contest, no match for him. And he's kicking on a 30-degree angle. This could prove difficult for him. And the mark will be paid. Hawkins just gauging which way that wind is going. 15 metres out. Hawkins taking a chance at goal. A 4-goal lead. Geelong starting to run away with this game. That replay shows just how good that goal was. Hawkins knows that was something special. The ruckmen steel themselves before the bounce. Great bounce. Gallup tries swinging your purse next time. Rich coming from the guy wearing makeup. Catch by Tui.
Look, the Cats could manage to wrap up a big number of marks. It's easy to see why they're leading this match. The mark will be paid. Duncan kicks it. It's a mark. He plays on with it. Really solid use of the body to outmark his opponent. Tui with the kick. Taylor marks it.
Sends the Sharon on its way. Tringa catches. Slams it on the boot. Nice mark there. Low kick. Vince wins the marking contest. Slams it on the boot. Gathers the ball. Kolajasny on the ball at the moment. He grabs it on the run. Intercept by Taylor. Interception. Hits the running man. Blickabs gains possession through the interception. Selwood gets the ball out of the pack. Gets a handball away. Gains possession. He's running hot, Richard.
Yep, Dennis, he's a class act.
He hand passes the ball. Hunt funnels in. Intercept by Menengola. Good mark by Vince. Gets boot to high. Nice mark under pressure.
Vince has got some sure hands. He doesn't often fumble the loose ball. He holds onto it too long and it'll be a free. Duncan boots it. Great hands. Blixar boots it long. Vince gets the catch. Sending it on its way. Menengola with the ball.
He decides to play on. Menzel takes an uncontested mark. 35 metres out. He's getting accustomed to kicking goals. He's missed the goal. The Cats just can't nail a goal. Geelong in front. It's not the score he was looking for. Might have to kick it to himself. Jones enjoying a height advantage. A desperate kick there. Caught by Oliver. He wants to play on. Duncan looking to make them pay for that turnover. Well, yes, he is a bully, but he's not a mean bully. He's more a teacher, the kind of guy who'd take your lunch money and invest it for you. He passes just before he's taken down by Darren. Kolajasny likes his chances for goal. The Cats could score the last 4 goals. The Cats in front. There's one for the time capsule. He's excited about that one. Ruckman awaiting the bounce. The Rucks can't complain about that true bounce.
Smith will give you a competitive contest in every hit-out, I can assure you of that. But the midfielders are going to have to work really hard to earn the centre clearances off his ruck work.
There'll be a ball up in the centre square. Smith with the tap. Kolajasny picks up the bouncing ball. He grabs it on the run. How's it taken this long for him to get his first possession? Geelong leads by 22. Disappointing kick there.
Brayshaw has got a few tricks up his sleeve, so defenders will have to be on their game. Smith with good strong hands. He kicks the ball, he marks the ball. Jones slams the ball to his boot. A nice contested mark.
Booted by Vince. Tui with the catch. Kicks it. Selwood with the mark. He plays on now. Kicks. No contest for that one. Duncan really got onto that one. Right off the sweet spot. Wow, what a nose for those loose balls. A clean pickup. Hunt lays a strong tackle and forces the ball to spill free. Jones lays it off by hand. Vince returns it. Now he wants it back. Sharing is caring. Clean pickup by Selwood. Duncan runs past and gets the ball. Taylor box. Finding the running player. Yet another possession. Squeezes out a handball. Menengola has the ball. Solid as a rock, and he comes away with a lovely contested mark. He's getting accustomed to kicking goals. The contest, no match for him. 15 metres out. Hawkins shoots. He's missed the goal. But another point. Geelong with the advantage as they lead the Demons 68-35. Disappointing kick there. He has a few options. Catch by Jones. Low kick. Good mark by Vince.
Vince has got some sure hands. He doesn't often fumble the loose ball. Tui with the mark. He boots it. He gets it under pressure. Puts boot to ball. That's a nice strong mark.
Kicks it. Duncan presents and takes the mark. A rush pull. Menengola takes the mark. Kicks hurriedly. He had his eye on the ball all the way and took the mark well. Jams it on the boot. Selwood looking a real threat out there when he pulls in contested marks like that one. Puts boot to ball. A mark by Duncan.
Duncan is a first-class decision maker. He appears relatively unhurried when under pressure and constantly finds the best option in heavy traffic. What a great skill. Jones kicks the ball. He wins the contested mark. Vince with the kick. Kolajasny wins the contested ball.
Kolajasny sends one up towards the wing. Chooses to kick it. Cleanly picked up. Tackle, but gets the handball off. Advantage, says the umpire. Selwood gets the ball out of the pack. His foot finds the ball and brings it out of the pack. Cockatoo might struggle for this distance. A set shot on a 30-degree angle. Now that miss could prove costly. Well, if the Hines were goal, this team would be very rich by now. Disappointing kick there. Brayshaw waiting for his teammates to break. They're using the Tokyo subway play. Stuck the mitts out and held on to it.
Hibbert's got a huge jump on him. That's a nice strong mark. He gets boot to the ball. A good contested mark there. Garlick slams the ball to his boot. Kept his composure then. Oliver hand passes the ball.
Umpire not having a bar of that and signalling for a ball up. Batted down nicely by Garlick. Vince controls it. Is in his possession. He passes just before he's taken down by Selwood. Tackle, but gets the handball off. The bouncing ball is controlled. He's running hot, Richard.
He has been outstanding all match, Dan.
Gallup punches it. The ball picked up. Quick hands find the running player. He picked it up off the ground. Umpire not hesitating to call the ball up right there. Big thump from Gallup. Jones manages to get the handball out of the park.
Geelong were very well drilled and highly disciplined. They don't give away cheap free kicks and ensure their opponents earn every possession. Duncan intercepts it. Abbott plays it off to the man on the run. Selwood goes for goal. Selwood, you beauty.
There's one for the time capsule. at him. He really enjoyed that one. The Rucks prepare to go at it for this bounce. There's the bounce. Garland outstretches his opponent to win the run. He controls the bouncing ball. Vince lobs the pass. The wind gives that kick a little more distance. He handballs it. Tui intercepts it. Takes possession. Selwood is getting the ball again and again. Caught. Gets boot to high. Jones presents and takes the mark.
No questioning whether the Demons can take a mark. I think everyone has seen enough cheap marks taken out there. Melbourne need to start kicking more direct for goal. He gets it under pressure. Puts boot to ball. Cockatoo with the spill. Jones gets the interception on the bounce. Nice interception. Selwood intercepted that well. Puts boot to ball. He marks the ball.
60 metres out. Another fixer. Marks. The kick is held up in the wind. Gets the loose ball. Did you like that turn, Richard?
If Geelong can maintain their structures and continue playing on their terms, then this game is a foregone conclusion. So it's just about the last roll of the dice if Melbourne can tend to make any inroads to this deficit.
Did you like that turn, Richard?
They're in front and they deserve to be in front. They stepped up in all areas and really made their opposition look second-rate.
Let's see what the stats have to show.
Both teams fairly close in the handball stats, 89 to 84. You could slip a bit of paper in between these two teams on the marking stats. They're really that close.
Insightful, Richard.
Isn't over till it's over.
Definitely palm to advantage. Taylor is able to grab it on the half volley. He has the ball, gathers the ball. The ball mopped up. Perhaps he was trying to audition for the ballet. Trengo with the kick. Marked by Watts. He opts to play on. And the fans are riding this one home. He really should have made more of that. That one helped. They need a goal. This is the footy equivalent of rope-a-dope. The Demons are barely hanging on right now. It's not the score he was looking for. He's searching for his teammates. Selwood with the mark. The wind helping that kick. Has he? Yes, he's played it.
Gregson has got a few tricks up his sleeve, so defenders will have to be on their game. Selwood passes it. He kicks the ball. He gets it under pressure.
Gets boot to high. Solid catch. Takes his time as he lines up the goal. It's okay to have butterflies. Just get them in flying formation. The contest, no match to him. Kicks it. A mark by Vince. Sends it on its way. Jones claims the ball. Nice bit of power there. Takes it well.
Watts told me recently that he really loves playing for this club, and you can really see it in his attitude on the field. I think he's going to play for this club for a long, long time. Tui with the pick-up. He hand passes it. He's got the ball out even when being tackled. He cuts the ball off. Vince kicks the ball. Lonergan with great hands.
Slams it on the boot. Steady hands there as he holds that one. Bumps the pigskin. Nice contested mark by Gregson. Looks like he panicked there. Takes that one strongly. Bumps the pigskin. Kolodjasny grabs that one. 45 metres out. Kolodjasny shoots. Hawkins cocks it up. Nicely intercepted by Garland. A good mark under the circumstances.
When you look at the set shots at goal, there just aren't enough scoring opportunities being created. Get the ball inside 50 and give your forwards a chance to mark. But Melbourne forwards are dangerous anywhere inside 50. They just need to be given a shot.
Lewis feeling the pressure, gets the quick kick away. Jones puts it on the boot. Wins the hard ball. It kicks quickly. Marks. Vince in no hurry as he prepares for the kick. Into the path of Melchior. He'll need a long-range boomer from here. He's kicking on about 45 degrees from here. He scoops the ball off the ground. He gets his hands on the footy. Sweeping handball. Tackle, but gets the handball off. Lewis with the mark. Kicks. Cleanly picked up. They've conceded possession. Taylor with the interception. The ball in the hands of Smith. He'll get a free for that tackle. Far too high. Gets boot to leather. Jones collects it. He runs into the goal. Going for goal number 1. And the risk pays off. Goal. Melbourne get the badly needed goal. You've heard the expression shooting fish in a barrel. Well, this is shooting fish in a fish market. The replay capturing everyone's attention. What a goal. Congratulated by his teammates. The umpire set to bounce to restart the game. Claimed by Garlett. Clean hands with a difficult bouncing ball. Oh, that's just giving the ball away. Gets a handball away towards the man on the run. Hibbert was taken high. Hibbert has to get this goal. That was a poor kick, wasn't it, Joe?
That's an absolute shocker.
They've got it behind. Now they need to switch on because there's a real chance the opposition can go coast to coast and put them further behind. It's not the score he was looking for. Henderson waiting for his teammates to break. They're using the Tokyo subway play. Amazing specky by Flickers.
Flickers. He's not the biggest threat on the field, but he can make his opponent accountable, and he requires a watchful eye at times. Flickers kicks the ball. Vince wins the contested ball. He slams that on the boot. Tringo marks the ball. Tringo kicks for goal.
The loose ball picked up. Taylor gives the ball to the man on the run. Claimed by Smith. Bounces favourably for Taylor. The loose ball scooped up. He gets tackled as he hands it off. Unfortunately, pace ball finds its way into the opposition's grasp. Kolajasny runs past and gets the ball. The ball bounced to the advantage of the opposition. That was a poor kick, wasn't it, Richard?
Not too sure about that, Dennis.
You heard the expression shooting fish in a barrel. Well, this is shooting fish in a fish market. He'll be disappointed with that effort. He'll be looking to spot the player on the burst. Has he? Yes, he's pulled it. Lewis will need to pull something special out here. He's kicking from a 45-degree angle. They desperately need this goal to stem the flow. You can see what happening right after he left his ball. Well, they've got a point, but it won't be enough to get them back into this. It's not the score he was looking for. Henderson to bring it in. Got his eye on the ball all the way and took the mark well.
Tringo obviously loves playing for the club. I can't imagine him being anywhere else. Great grab over the top. Kicks the ball. Taylor takes the mark.
The wind helping that kick. Great grab. Sends it on its way. Nice mark there. Hibbert slams it on the boot. Lewis gets the upper hand. Low spearing kick. Duncan has it. Slams it on the boot. Takes that one strongly.
Gregson can achieve anything he sets his mind to. The sky is the limit for this guy. Puts boot to ball. That's a nice strong mark. He boots it. He takes a strong mark. Smith kicks the ball. Hibbert takes the mark.
Sends the Sharon on its way. Selwood claims the ball. Choose to kick it. Hunt takes the mark. Puts boot to ball. Almost a touch of synchronised swimming above that mark. That was the peg.
Melbourne just aren't running for each other and creating any space to work into. And as a result, they haven't been able to earn many shots inside 50. He gets boot to the ball. Good mark.
Kick by Lewis. Catch by Flanagan. The wind gives that kick a little more distance. Selwood claims it. Keeps it close to the ground. Got his eye on the ball all the way and took the mark well. Looks like he panicked there. Gregson has it. Boots it. Gregson has a great set of hands. Fantastic mark. Out of bounds near the 50. Ruckman hard at it. Definitely palmed to advantage. A good job keeping it in play there. He finds the boundary line regardless. The umpire has thrown it in. Garlett not even close to getting a hit out. He might have to take a leaf out of the Karate Kid and sweep the knee. With the ball now. Vince gathers it. Intercepted by Taylor, finding the running player. That ball is becoming a yo-yo for him. It keeps coming back. Selwood with the running catch.
He taps it. Gregson gathers it. Gregson onto the ball. He lays off the pass. He heads into home. Passes by hand. Collar Jasmine shoots for goal. Goal for Geelong.
Well, that's what we've come to expect from him. Fantastic goal. You can see it on his face. He's happy with that effort. You can feel the intensity build as both ruckmen prepare for the bounce. Smith without a touch. The clearance by Garrett. He has the ball. He takes control of the loose ball. Handball short. Sharing is caring. Vince gets it on the bounce. Miss for a behind. That score is not going to help them very much. This is the footy equivalent of rope-a-dope. The Demons are barely hanging on right now. It's not the score he was looking for. There could be a short option here. And the mark will be paid. Gathered by Lane. There's players everywhere, but somehow he manages to send out the handball.
Selwood is a decent mark, although he really needs to work on his marking contests because he just isn't making an impression there. The ball is mocked up. Smith gives the ball to the running man. Good hand skills there. His approach looks good. Score for Geelong.
That could be the final nail in the coffin. scores, he scores, he scores. What an absolute classic. He loves it. All is in readiness. Both rucks have a fair shot at this one. Gallup gets the tap. Casanova would have been jealous of that figure. Vince shoots off the handball. Handballs from the tackle. Vince launches one towards goal. Miss for behind. They narrowed the goalpost at one end. That ball was just not hitting the target for Melbourne. I would have expected him to nail that. He's looking for options now. Marked by Duncan. The wind gives that kicker a little more distance.
When you look at the set shots at goal, there just aren't enough scoring opportunities being created. Get the ball inside 50 and give your forwards a chance to mark. If Melbourne forwards are dangerous anywhere inside 50, they just need to be given a shot. Vince handballs it.
He'll kick. It's not a bad sort of a kick either. It's a goal. Locke is relieved to see that one go through. Umpire has the ball, ready for the centre bounce. Smith guides it. Blickams has the ball, squeezes on a handball. There'll be a ball up in the centre square. Smith directs it down. Abbott is able to grab it on the half volley. The loose ball picked up, intercepted by Gallup. Out of nowhere, the ball shoots out of the pack. Puts the head down as he runs in. It's shaved the post. That won't help. They need a goal. Consolation goals are all they can hope for now. Disappointing kick there. He looks for a man on the lead. A mark by Blickams. He gets tackled as he hands it off. Nicely intercepted by Taylor. A low kick from Selwood. Stuck the mitts out and held on to it. Not a pretty drop punt, but it gets away okay.
Hunt has no trouble getting up on top of the packs, but sometimes he just can get his timing wrong. If he doesn't lift, I think it'll come to the stage where the coach will ask him to be a bit more disciplined in the contest. Puts boot to ball. Blixas with the ball. Puts boot to ball. A nice contested mark.
Nice drop punt. Wins the hard ball. Jones dishes it off by hand. Tui there to mop it up. He seems to have the ball on a string, Richard.
I can't believe it, Dennis. He just keeps surprising us up here in the commentary box. Selwood got a really good footballing game. Meningola, just the better man in that contest. Sending it on its way. Smith intercepts the ball. Hunt applying physical pressure. He's got the ball out even when being tackled. Tringo takes possession.
The umpire will ball it up. Gallup dumps it forward. The bouncing ball is controlled. He's heading for home. Takes his time as he lines up to goal. It's okay to have butterflies. Just get them in flying formation. Duncan in desperation goes for goal and misses. Would you believe it? Another point. Disappointing kick there. Listen, here's the thing. This game is over before it began, and I don't think there's anything further I can add that will shed light on this outcome. Very one-sided. Richo, any last-minute thoughts?
Geelong established their dominance early and never looked like losing.
At the end of the game, the Cats over Melbourne 88-54. That's all from us. Thanks for joining us, and thank you, Richo. See you again next game.
Thanks, Dennis. I'll see you next time.
Thanks for joining us. As always, it's been a pleasure. We look forward to seeing you back soon. You can feel the intensity build as both ruckmen prepare for the bounce.